basketball time. So,
Yeah.
NBA Finals, the Warriors lead 3-2, and it pains me. How long you know me for?
Years.
All my life.
Years.
So, for the
Super
people who don't know,
years.
I've been a Celtic fan since Kenny Anderson was the point guard. So I'm dating myself with my age. Early 2000s, way before the Big Three era. So obviously, I'm kind of a little in a funk right now. You know, we had a chance to go up 3-1. We lost game 4. We choked game 4. Game 5, I have to be fair. Golden State came out guns blazing and spanked us. The Celtics did have a good third quarter, but outside of that third quarter, they didn't show much and pretty much got ran out the gym. So backs up against the wall. Yeah, I could be a little biased and say, oh, hey, Celtics in 7, because that's what all Celtic fans, want to hear right now. Nobody's going to, as a fan, say, hey, it's over in Boston for the next game. I think some of the issues that they're having has been consistent, but they've been masked. They've been masked in other playoff rounds, even though they won. They won against the Brooklyn Nets. Their efficiencies were masked. They won against the Bucks. It was masked. The one against Miami was masked. Now you're getting to a situation where you're the top defense, but right under you, Golden State Warrior is the second number rated defense. And they're showing it. So the turnovers have been an issue all playoffs. We just been able to get over it because our defense has been leading us. The Nets are nowhere near the defensive team as the Celtics, so that was an easy one. I knew that was going to be a wash, but you can't pull that with Steph Curry. So it's, I don't want to make it sound so simplistic, but you cannot have 18 turnovers in your losses. Anytime the stat is anytime over 15 turnovers, they're like 1-7. So cannot have 18 turnovers and 10 missed free throws and lose by 10 points. It's simple math. Do I think the Warriors' experience as a legacy team is carrying them? Yes. Do I think that this team on paper, has a much bigger athletic team than the Warriors? Yes. So there's some things that I would like to see changed. Hopefully, the coach MA addresses that. Have to get Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown some rest heading into the fourth quarter. I didn't like seeing 3 straight air balls from Jason Tatum. You can't be a superstar level player, get to the fourth quarter, start shooting air balls.
He usually plays like the whole game, doesn't he?
Usually plays the whole game. There's short spurt rests, like 2 minutes in the first quarter, so he can play the whole second quarter and so forth. But yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to ask you, like, what you said about the adjustments. Is there anything that Boston can do? I mean, it just has Golden State figured it out.
So, like, I don't want to go on a long rant because I can sit here and talk for 30 minutes about what I would like to see. But as a fan, I'm going to be fair and give them some grace, which I don't want to. I'm going to give them some grace and obviously see if they can push a Game 7. If they don't push a Game 7, then I'm going to unload the clip. Because I'll just say this without ranting. When you talk to Celtic media, and I'm strictly talking to the people that report on the Celtics, whether it be through Twitter, whether it be through podcasts, whether it be through YouTube, etc. They don't think they have a point guard issue. I think they have a point guard issue. But for the sake of argument, let's say I agree with them. Let's say I want to agree with all Celtic media and say the Boston Celtics do not have a point guard issue. Well, the adjustment is whether it's this finals or whether it's, next season, then that means you're going to have to live and die with Marcus Smart, no problem. But now you have to change your offense. That means Jason Tatum can't be standing at the top of the key, going ISO, being high usage and having 6 turnovers a game, because then you're going to have the same problem. So, in saying that, you now have to cater your offense to Marcus Smart, not your franchise player. So that whole averaging 27 points a game might come down to 22 points a game if that's what you want to do. Again, I don't want to go on that rant now. I'm gonna give them some grace, but you have a point guard issue that you can either address now. Hopefully, they address it with the turnovers, or you're gonna have to address it in the off season. Pick your poison.
Let me say this too, and let me make this clear. Like Golden State, I think they're kind of because Boston had them on the ropes.
I had a chance to go up 3-1.
I could tell you now, if Boston wins that game, this series is probably over. Like the next game, or in 6, this series is over. The thing is with Boston, they can still do it because I think they did in one.
They did it with Milwaukee.
Yeah, they came back. They won the last 2, so they're capable of doing it. I don't doubt that. The one thing that is going to kill Jason Tatum in the end is knowing that we could have got him up on 3-1. We could have finished this series, and we didn't do it. And we choked. And God knows, because I've seen this in football and basketball, Barkley didn't think that he was only going to that one finals. He thought he was going right back. Yeah.
I swear I didn't want to rant.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I want you to
let me go ahead.
Yeah.
This is again, going back to Celtic media.
Mm-hmm.
So the take is from the media that reports on the Celtics. Jason Tatum's 24.
Mm-hmm.
Jaylen Brown's 25.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Smart's 28.
Right.
We got them for the next 7 years.
Yeah.
That's nice in theory. I'm 35 years old. Going to what you just said, when you pull the words right out my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Payton got to the championship, once with Seattle and then once with the Lakers?
No, he got to 3. He won one with Miami. But he at that point,
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Well, so that's not a good situation, but he got lucky. But
the last one, yeah.
Let's stick with Charles Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
Charles Barkley got there one time?
One time.
So there's a list of great players. Patrick Ewing.
He never won one.
Never won one, but he got there.
He got there with Houston. I think that was it.
No, I said Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, he got there against
versus Houston.
Yeah, versus
one
Houston.
time. So there's a list of top 50 players who got there one time and never again.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying if they lose right now, it's over, but I will say this. Their window is only open as long as they can keep this top-rated defense.
Mm-hmm.
So people want to stick with the old Jason Tatum's 24, Jaylen Brown's 25. We got them locked up for 4 years, and they're so young. Yeah, but Al Horford's 36.
Mm.
And he's your starting power forward. That's your defensive anchor.
Mm-hmm.
He's great, but Father Time catches up to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
How long can he keep defending the top power forwards in the East over the next 2 seasons? So not getting to 4 and 5, because in 4 years, that means he's going to be closer to 40.
Yeah.
How long can he, in 2 years, when Giannis is 29, 30, and he's 38, will he be able to defend Giannis 40 minutes?
And you're not even adding in the fact of...
Not even adding in Robert Williams and his knee issue.
Well, that too, and the fact of that all these other teams are going to get better. You don't think Brooklyn's going to try to figure that out? You don't think Milwaukee's going to try to go back? If what's his name? What was that kid? Middleton. If Middleton's in that series, I'm not so sure that series doesn't change.
Well, I'm a Celtic fan, so I'm going to say we're going to win anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. But what I'm saying is that teams are either going to add pieces or things are going to change. So you're not going to just go back next year just with, we're going to do this. You have to win now. See, I can hear the urgency from you like, no. We got to win these next 2 games because it ain't guaranteed.
Like I said, I'm not being paid. Yeah, I'm a fan, but me analyzing basketball, we saw them in the first half of the year. They look like complete garbage.
Right.
It took some time for them to mature, to gel with the new head coach. But again, their defense got them there. So my take is their title run, whether they win or lose this year, their window is only open as long as they can keep that defense with them. Meaning you have to consider Al Horford's age after this year and Robert Williams' health. I hope they get it done. Hope Celtics get it done in 7. They can get it done in 7. I have a lot more to say on this topic, but that's for a later date. It's going to be based on what happens to win the finals. So good luck, Celtics. Hopefully we win game 6, or I'm gonna be back here ranting.
Oh yeah, it's real quick. It's not good. But they Boston's capable of doing it. They just have to play their game. I think they have to play their game. They, for whatever reason, they to be honest, one of the games they lost, they should have won. So we shouldn't even be talking about 6. We should be talking about this 5 games. They should have had Golden State done. They gave Golden State one of those games. So yeah, they are quite well capable of doing this.